So here we have this L-shaped computer desk. Now in this video, I'm gonna unbox it, assemble it, and then give you my thoughts. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for free, but the opinions in this video are my own. So here I got everything laid out, and over here is all the tabletop parts, and then all the black is gonna be the frame. And then over in this pile here, there's all the hardware to put it together, and then we got some lights, and then an outlet, which will be really handy to put into the desk. And also I want to mention that all the parts are numbered with these stickers here, and that's going to be really helpful when I go to put the desk together. Now let me get this out of the way so we can start building the desk. So first, it looks like we're going to need to take all the pieces that look like this and attach some of these shorter pieces right here at the bottom. And to do that, we're just going to be using these M6 screws. Let's go ahead and screw these in. Same on the other side. There we go. And then we're going to put these little feet in. And now we're going to put the bookshelf together. All right, now we're going to put the shelves on, and we're just going to use these screws here to screw it in. There we go, there's the bookshelf portion done. That looks pretty nice. Now we're going to put together the monitor stand. Now we're going to take number 19 and number 7, and we're going to use these longer screws here. All right, there's that done. All right, so this is what we got put together so far. And I'm gonna be making the long desk, but there's also a couple different L desks that you can make, just whatever fits your space best. Okay, there's the desk. It's pretty much all finished. I just gotta take off a few stickers and then put on the lights. All right, so there we go. It's all finished. See, I got the lights in there now. It's looking pretty nice. It was relatively simple to put together, and if you've ever put anything like this together, then it'll be pretty easy for you. So now let's get into the review. To start off, you got a nice 80-inch long tabletop that's broken into 2 sections, and that's just because, like I said before, you can make this into an L, but I just chose to have it straight. The desk is made of this 1/2-inch thick laminate top, which is pretty strong, and then this metal frame that you put together with a whole bunch of nuts and bolts and screws. There's adjustable feet on the bottom of each leg, which is really helpful if your floor is uneven. What I really like is how they included this shelf down here, and it's the perfect size for your PC. There's also a smaller shelf above it, and if it's too small, you can adjust it. You just pull these screws out and move it down a little bit, and then you got a bit more room on the top. Back up to the top, there's quite a few different sections. First, we got the bottom here. And I really like how they included this outlet with a couple plugs and then some USB ports, because that just makes it really easy to plug stuff in. As you can see, it just fits into the tabletop, and then you can plug it into the wall somewhere. There's lots of storage down here, and then the same over here. And then right above that, there's about a 44-inch space where you could put 2 small monitors or 1 big monitor. Up here is kind of the bookshelf, and the compartments are almost 8 inches tall. So you can put just any shelf decorations on there, or you could fill it up with books. And the same with the top. Now over here is another raised spot, and you could put your laptop up there, which helps with posture. Or of course, you could just put another monitor right there, and that'd work great too. There's this little 16-inch section here, and it would be great for a printer if you're using this in an office. If not, it's still good storage space, and I'm sure you'll find a use for it. And under that, there's these 2 drawers, and they're just made out of some kind of flexible hardboard with this fabric on the outside. And here's the big one, lots more storage space. There isn't anything stopping them at the back, and there's no rails on the side, so it is kind of awkward when you put it in there. You really got to make sure you don't push it in all the way, but they work pretty well. Now, taking a look at the lights, they actually give you this remote here, and it has a few different colors on it along with a couple different modes. You can also adjust the brightness if you want it to be dimmer or brighter. So here I'll go ahead and change it to red. There we go. We got red. There's green, purpley, magenta. So there's a lot of different options for the lights on here, which is pretty nice. They are just cheap lights. As you can see, they are spaced pretty far apart. But if you just move the desk away from the wall a bit, it's a bit harder to notice and they look decent. And they do definitely add a lot to the table. I really like them. One thing I do want to point out is the metal frame here. It seems to just be tack welded in a couple different spots, which probably isn't the best. But as long as you're not too rough with it, I think it'll hold just fine and you shouldn't have any problems. And apart from a couple of the spots where it was welded together, the rest of the frame is actually bolted together, so it should be just fine. And as you can see, the desk itself is pretty sturdy. So overall, I really like this desk, and if you're a gamer, I think you'd like it too. With that shelf for the PC and then 2 perfect spots for monitors, I don't think you can go wrong with this.